everyone. I am Javier, and welcome to a very special episode of Nerd Talk Plus. Today I am joined by Jose and Jordan.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Jordan.
Hi.
Hello, Jordan.
Hi, guys.
Hello to both of you.
Hello,
so, today's going to be a little different than what we usually do. We're going to have a main focus on a game we all have some hype going for, and we're looking forward to a lot. You might have heard of it. It's called Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know, man. Heard about it. But before we get to that, let's do a quick fashion corner. What's everyone wearing?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I think everyone's boring except Jordan today.
Yeah,
Just got like a long sleeve. Buckled down. Jose's got his work.
I have my Mega Man socks and my Spider-Man underwear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have to know about the underwear.
Well, if that's
I
the case,
talked about it the other time.
If that's the case, I got Elf underwear on. See? Look, I got Will.
From the movie Elf.
Yeah, like Will Ferrell.
You got Will Ferrell on your crotch?
Yeah. Well, no, he's on the side of my leg.
Yeah.
I didn't want him on my crotch.
And me, feeling very Red Dead myself, I came prepared with what is going to be my Halloween costume on Hallow's Day. I got a poncho. And I got myself a here cowboy hat. Now, this is not the full costume, I'd say, seeing as I'm in some civvies. But I do have on underneath my costume, well, the little pieces of my costume, I got a Jack White shirt that I got from going to the concert that was here not too long ago. And then that's it. That's my nerdy stuff, anyway. You know.
Yeah, so that was Jordan's Fashion Corner.
Yeah, we didn't say Jordan's Fashion Corner at the beginning. You know, kind of you directing that, but I still did a funny voice. I think appropriate for the episode that we're about to do.
It was
Very
still
much
your,
so.
It was still your corner because you're the only one that came prepared.
I guess that's true.
Now go back to the corner, Jordan.
Okay.
So before we move on to Red Dead, if you prefer to watch this on YouTube, you can actually catch some gameplay from the Fallout beta.
You're
Fallout
probably watching it
76.
now.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Who
That's
knows?
what we're hoping for.
But if you're into watching us play that while you hear us talk, go do that now.
Yeah.
While we talk about stuff.
Yeah.
You've been forewarned. If not, keep listening. See what we have to think.
Well, so that's, going back to that beta. It's the beta. We were playing it earlier today. And we were having some fun with it.
Yeah.
Feels very Fallout, you know.
It is Fallout. It's just, I love it.
Yeah, it's just Fallout with other people with you there.
Yeah. And it's even with other 32 players,
Mm-hmm.
it feels like pretty big, and you don't really see people.
Yeah, it's like an event when you see somebody.
Yeah, and when you see someone, they don't usually grief with you.
Sorry.
They try to like trade.
That's completely fine.
Or they go emote at you and then they leave.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they just help you kill a few bad guys and then they leave.
They're just like, howdy.
Yeah, that happened when we went to the amusement park. So we went to an amusement park that had an alligator.
Yes.
Nice.
And it was like this alligator roller coaster type deal.
Oh, I was about to ask if you wrestled the
No,
game.
it was like an attraction.
It's like a
it was
water
like a plastic
park,
looking alligator, and the roller coaster goes in its mouth. And anyway, and there was this other player there, and there was a bunch of zombie looking.
I think they're called Scorched.
Scorched, yeah. And they were coming after us with weapons and whatnot. We took them down, took the weapons, and then carried on. You know?
Carried on our way.
Wayward son. Wayward son. Is that what you were going for?
No, I was just carrying on our way, man.
Oh. Whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
you
I
have
really
fun
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I got to play it before,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm liking it.
Yeah,
I look forward to getting it.
This is my first time playing it.
I hope you end up getting it at some point because I'm getting it at launch, so
Yeah.
I'll be playing it.
Yeah.
So you'll be the noob, and I'll be guiding you through the Appalachian Mountains.
Well, my thing is with the Bethesda games, the big two that they make. I was always more of the Elder Scrolls kind of guy.
Yeah.
I played a crap ton
Yeah.
of
Well,
Oblivion.
you play ESO then?
I don't play SO.
Oh, you the Elder Scrolls guy. You don't play the online version of
Well,
it.
it's because it's not Elder Scrolls though. You know.
Well, they made it more like Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, it's.
But I get you. I know what you mean. It's more MMO-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's more MMO-ish. Even like the combat is a little more off. Than
And you
I'm
get your
used to.
ass beat by a level 5.
Yeah. Well, and then there's that. But I don't know. I tried. I can't get into ESO, but I'd get like hella into Skyrim. I'd be playing that for days and days and days.
If you got
weeks and weeks.
Let's say you buy this Switch, right? The Switch you say you're gonna buy for Pokemon, which is now like less than 3 weeks away. Which I don't know when you're gonna have it, but I hope you do. Then we can fight.
Well, I'll have the game. I won't. I don't know about the console at this point.
I forewarned you, Jordan.
Well,
I know.
I'll still get it.
Eventually, then I can continue dominating in Pokemon.
Yeah. The point of it was to get Pokemon.
So would you get Skyrim on Switch? Wait, what did I just ask? Pokemon on Switch? Of course he's getting that. Would you get Skyrim on Switch?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you love it that much? How many versions of Skyrims are you going to buy?
See, I already have it twice. Because I have it on my 360 and I have it on my One. But I haven't played it on my One. Well, mostly because it's a big, gigantic... Well, it's a lot of space.
It's like comfort food. I play it every once in a while.
It's a lot of space on my hard drive is what I'm trying to say. So
get a bigger hard drive.
No. Well, I had a bigger hard drive and it wasn't working.
Yeah,
why not?
I forgot you told me about this.
Yeah, I tried to get back into it, and it's difficult because I had that big adventure, my first playthrough.
Yeah,
I played it for hours and hours and hours playing it, and it's kind of hard to get back
into it.
Yeah, and start over again because you've done everything for the most part,
Yeah.
And it's not like
you could do it with mods now.
That's true.
If you don't really care about the achievements, just go with the mods and do some crazy ass PC shit on your Xbox.
Fair enough.
But Skyrim is not the talk of the night tonight.
Well, we were talking because it was...
Yeah, we were talking about Fallout.
Yeah. And, but yeah.
I recommend that. If you're going to be on it,
especially
shoot me a friend request.
Fan. Especially if you're Fallout. Yeah, this is just more Fallout for you, So...
Let's hunt Mothman together.
Yeah, if you love Fallout, I'd say definitely get the game.
Yeah, it's... If you love Fallout 4, you'll love Fallout 76. Mm-hmm. It's just... Definitely. It's just Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
But with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw, like... I wouldn't say we saw, like, even most of the enemies. Because, like, when I played before, I had saw, like, super mutants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this time we just saw, like, weird dogs, and we saw, like, two-headed possums, and we saw crazy shit. Yeah, a lot of wildlife.
Yeah. How... Did you find a lot of food?
Well, you have to cook it. You have to kill the animals and cook your own food.
No. I mean, like, the berries,
not so much. There's, like, flowers, though.
Just realized something.
What?
It's kind of funny. If they're watching the video, we're not even getting... it's kind of spoilers now.
Well, no, because they don't know where we get it.
Oh, well, no, and there was that whole talk about we found that guy with the amusement park.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's just...
Don't want to see the alligator anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll know what we were talking about.
Do we wrestle it? Find out.
Yes.
Do it. Comment what you think about the wrestling.
Yeah. Anyway.
So...
Are we going to get down to business? Trying to defeat our Huns,
Yeah.
Yes. Are you going to make a man out of us?
So, I was thinking about, when we were talking about Red Dead 2, maybe we should talk about Red Dead 1 first.
Okay.
And...
The zombies?
Well, I mean, not necessarily zombies, but, like, the game as a whole, and...
Yeah, that's another episode you guys can look forward to.
Yes.
For Game Club.
But no, I was thinking, like, so Red Dead 1, what about Red Dead 1 gets us so excited for the sequel / prequel, I guess.
I just like Westerns. I've always liked Westerns. If there would have been a collector's edition for the Red Dead, I would have bought the collector's edition for Red Dead 1.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't. I couldn't. I went all out this time.
Yes, he
more on
did.
that later. But it's just that's what I like. Just the aspect of living in that time period.
Yeah.
It's very attractive to me. Even I don't know, maybe even romanticized.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something about that time period.
And it's very, to quote the trailer for Red Dead 2, very savage. You know, it's a lot less.
I feel like I could be myself in that world.
Mm-hmm. It's funny.
To Westworld.
Well, and it's funny because it's they have the show The Walking Dead, and it feels like that's a western pretty much. That's like Undead Nightmare, you know, the show, especially with it
with a lot less racism.
Mm-hmm.
Undead Nightmares gets pretty racist at points.
Yeah,
it's in hilarious.
I mean, they
ways.
get pretty racist in Walking Dead, you know, with Merle.
Well, with Merle, like one character, these are all the characters. I'm like,
they were really
did
racist.
Trump go back in time? Like, what happened?
I went into when you go into that shop and that
you already got a second term. We let him back in.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
When you went into that shop and that shopkeeper was just all like, "Oh yeah, it's probably because of these." Yeah, here. Yeah,
it's because of this racial group.
Yeah.
Or no, it might be because of this other one.
Is it me or dude? Every time we are on the show together, something leads to racist talk. It's always
in our talk plus
racism.
Yeah. This week it's not.
We do not.
Racism.
I mean,
we don't endorse racism.
No, we're not racist. We
It's just funny when you explore it in games. We should do an episode about that.
Yeah. Well, one thing I liked about the first game was that I'm looking forward to in the second game. Was the story.
Yeah, it had a good story.
I like the story of it.
It had interesting characters for sure.
I like John Marston as a character. I thought he was very intriguing. Yeah, especially coming off of the GTA before that. Yeah, it's like I don't really care for Nico.
Nico was fucking badass. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't like Nico.
I love that quote he has where he's like, "War is where the young and stupid go and die for the rich and the old." Because it's like he's a war veteran. He had to do some fucked up shit. And he knows it's an immigrant story. Maybe that's why he didn't connect. No. You're like, what? You're like, I came from Vegas. It's dry there. But what I'm looking forward to in Red Dead, in Red Dead 2, like you said, coming from the original, seeing the characters expanded on, like seeing this group of people that I had to hunt down, and they didn't exactly say the nicest things to each other. Yeah. Even though I'm not in control of John Marston, to be fair, you play Arthur Morgan, but just seeing this group together and how they functioned before John had to, before the start of the original Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too. And that goes back to like the story that's there.
Which here's my theory, which I'm pretty sure it's probably on the internet. I'm probably not the only one that had this theory. To be fair, I didn't see it on the internet. I didn't look for theories. I should have. I wanted to just quote my own. I think this game either ends up with Arthur dead, and like you take over John, and you're at the beginning of Red Dead.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like, kind of like spoiler alert for like Red Dead Redemption, which came out like 8 years ago. John Marston dies. Yeah. And you take over as Jack, his son, to keep exploring the world and playing. But yeah, that's how I think it's gonna end up going towards the end of this game, the 60 long massive hour game.
I'd be down with that. Yeah, it's a long game. I'd be down with that.
But it's like, I'm also, another thing that really interests me, seeing another side to John. Because when I played Red Dead, I played him, like even now when I went back and played it, because I went back and played it a couple months ago, I tend to play John as a good guy, because he's like trying to be a good guy. Yeah. But you can't even get a hooker because he's trying to be a good guy. Yeah. Yeah. You know?
Sorry, ma'am, I'm married.
To the point where you're walking and the saloon's like, I haven't seen a dryer pecker in the West. And you're like, what? Like, you're lucky I'm trying to change. Because I'd shoot you, lady. But no. And now it's like, I don't know if you remember in Red Dead, he talks about how like they've killed people. They kill people just because they didn't like them, and they've done bad things and all that. I want to see this other side of John where he's just crazy. Before he's like, I want to see if the ending. Basically, I want to see if the ending to Red Dead
translates to the ending of Red Dead 2.
If his ending in the other game is justified in this game. Like, are the deeds that they did so bad that in the end maybe he did deserve to die, even though his family got to live? Mm-hmm. They didn't exactly want to hunt down Jack and Abigail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll probably be like a significant scene, I'm sure.
So I'm really interested in that. That's part of what really intrigues me. Like you said, the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's and it's just like you. I like that setting as well. And in video games, it's not a setting that we get a lot. You know, there's like I think there's like Call of Juarez, right? Yeah. Gunslinger.
Yeah.
Revolver.
Yeah, Revolver, which was like the first one. Of the series, and
did you guys ever play Gun? Gun was basically Red Dead, man. I played the shit out of Gun. Like, go mine for gold and shit.
Well,
you could have your own horse. It was on GameCube and PS2 and Xbox. And it's like, it was like a pretty good story.
Yeah. But, it's few and far between. It's not like a military shooter where it's out all the time.
Definitely not Call of Duty,
yeah.
Battlefield, Annual.
Yeah, well, not only that, but there's not, like, a large array of them.
Yeah.
There's not, like, a bunch of different kinds of Call of Duty copycats and Battlefield copycats and just a bunch of military shooters are out there, but there's not a bunch of Western style games out there, Yeah. There's a bunch of games like GTA out there.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like that.
Saints Row. We're looking
at
you.
And even like that hacking game.
Watch
Dogs, yeah. It's very
GTA.
Very
like
GTA style. Mm-hmm. And
GTA style open world. Have you played Watch Dogs 2?
I haven't.
You can like 3D print your guns and shit.
Yeah, no, like it looks good, but it's
weird.
It kind of fell.
If you ever lacking something to play, I highly recommend Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah.
Don't slack.
That's the problem, though. I'm never lacking in something to play.
And if you always got something to watch.
Right. Good problems, though. It's like I had Spider-Man and I have GTA. I have to skip Odyssey for now. I'll have to like.
Why you want to go climb Zeus's dick?
Hell yeah! Who
right.
doesn't?
Today's plus is gonna be Zeus's dick.
You heard it here first, folks. Jordan wants to be part of Greek mythology.
Hell yeah! Climb all the gods' dicks. I don't give a fuck.
Watch out, Hades. How you go?
Yeah, Hades don't get no
carpet
more
match
love.
the drapes.
How they fire?
Fire crotch.
So that went nowhere.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so I have to like. I haven't even played Odyssey yet. I'm going to play it because it looks freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to start it and then Red Dead comes out and then I'm not gonna go back to it.
Yeah.
I want to play Red Dead and then when I'm done playing Red Dead, then go to Odyssey. But then I'm thinking to myself, oh man, I'm gonna play Red Dead and then something else I want to play comes out and then Odyssey just gets thrown to the wayside,
Yeah.
But I hope that doesn't happen. I can't think of a game that would really shelve it or shelve Red Dead.
Yeah.
In my head right now, I can't think of one.
That's because there's nothing.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna have a Switch, so it's not like you can stop to play fucking Pokemon.
I'll play Pokemon.
And then
but it's like,
you're not getting Fallout at launch, so it's not like you got Fallout to worry about.
Yeah. And even then, that feels
you're not
like
a big Smash Bros. Fan, so you're not worried about Smash.
But even then, like Fallout 76 feels like a game that you can just jump in jump out, you know, and then
And then just know what's going on because you just do your own thing.
Yeah.
You're exploring. Yeah. It's hard for me to play games like that too sometimes. Because I'm just like, tell me what to do. Show me the next fucking dot. Keep this movie going. Sometimes I just, but, you know.
Well, one thing I'm looking forward to with Red Dead 2 is... So there's this thing that happens when I get a game that I enjoy the crap out of. It's the only thing that exists. That, like, the one thing that I always go back to is the first time I ever played Mass Effect. First time I ever played Mass Effect, I played the crap out of that game. It was like every day after school, I'd come home, pop in Mass Effect, and freaking play the crap out of it.
Just think about
every time somebody had the TV, I was just like chomping at the bit. I'm like, okay, watch your show. Okay, come on. All right, get the fuck off the TV. I don't want to play Mass Effect. And, there's times it's like the weekend, I play it like a whole day. And my mom's like, did you even do anything today? I was like, I played this fucking game.
That is something, Mom.
So, like,
I'm saving the fucking universe.
Yeah, I'm saving the fucking universe. Even though these guys don't believe the damn word I say, I came in, I saved the world. Damn. F all these Reapers. I came in and did it.
Now who's laughing?
Yeah, exactly. So like, and I got some, you know, loving from Ashley. Yeah, that's right. I chose Ashley, and I don't regret it. Even though, you know, she's not the most nicest of persons.
Just Talia.
You would. I don't know. No, I did too, the second playthrough. Yeah, and I feel like with Red Dead 2, it's going to happen again. You know, and I love that feeling. It kind of, it you know, it gives me something to look forward to every day.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I can't wait for that. What about you? What about you?
The first time I played Red Dead, I never got really far in it. I just kind of did like the mission after the farm, and then I just started roaming and just didn't have time to play. So I didn't really play much, so I don't have much to say about it.
Did you enjoy what you played?
I did. It was pretty fun. And the coyotes, like, pretty sure there's more to do.
Oh, yeah.
I killed a snake or two, found some deers and rabbits.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Doing some marksman challenges. Some hunting challenges. So you guys want to talk about some trailers?
Sure.
Yeah.
So
what I saw on one of the first trailers.
Yeah, we're going to talk about them in order.
A little mouse. Can you, like, hunt the mice?
Probably.
You kill them?
You can do it in the first one, right?
Yeah.
Hunt,
I
like,
never got that far.
Bitty critters.
So, I said, I like how the first trailer kind of just shows off the world.
Yes. Yeah, it was more of a tone piece.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, this is where you're going to be.
What's crazy is that trailer, well, at least according to YouTube, that trailer came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's apparently old.
It does not feel like
well, it did say it was going to come out like 2017, so...
Yeah. It does not feel like it came out 2 years ago. It doesn't feel like I've been waiting for 2 years. I mean, if I've been waiting longer than that, but it doesn't feel like I've been waiting for 2 years since it's been announced. It feels like a year tops, and I looked at that and it shocked me. I was like, oh wow, and then so I watched that trailer again. I haven't watched it really since it came out, and man, that game looks gorgeous. And I remember first seeing that trailer, I was like, oh, this is all like, probably like some pre-rendered shit or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You know, it can't all be in-game, right?
Yeah.
But they said, like, later on, like, oh yeah, that's all in-game. And even still, I didn't quite believe them, not until you see, like, the trailers later on.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, it actually looks exactly like that. It looks that good. And I was like, oh man, because that first trailer was, like, gorgeous. And I'm like, there has to be like something in there where it's like
they're pulling a Ubisoft with Watch Dogs one.
Yeah, or it's, you know, and I'm like,
it was a lie.
Well, not even that, just like, because you know how we always get like those cinematic trailers that are mostly just to show like the story and tone that we're going to experience while playing.
Yeah.
Well, with this, it was all in-game footage.
Yeah.
You know, you can see all that glorious beauty in the game.
And it's hard to believe, but It's really cool, like you said. We'll be getting to those trailers in a little bit.
Yeah.
So that one's like about a minute long. It just kind of shows the world.
Yeah.
So you can kind of call it a teaser. Trailer 2 now, it shows actually shows Arthur in the world.
Mm-hmm. Does that one line? I love that line where he's all like, your mother's mourning your father,
Yeah,
and maybe I'll keep her in black on your behalf. I'm like, oh, that's a good line.
Jordan's like writing down lines for,
Right.
in case he ever needs them over here. He's like, yes.
Like, oh, that's such a good line.
And what caught my attention in this trailer is that they're already being chased by like 3 different law people. We're talking about different agencies chasing them.
Yeah.
Or just different gangs too, you know?
Well, no, they specifically said law peoples.
Yeah.
So that's what caught my attention. What else caught you guys? Caught your guys' attention?
This was so they kind of blend, but this is the one where they're like telling stories around the fire, right? Is it that one?
No, that one was the third one.
That was the third one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you get to see a lot of the character, like, because in that first trailer, you didn't really get to see any of, like, the characters.
No.
The second one showed a lot more. Like, you see Arthur, you see that blonde girl, I believe.
Yeah.
And you see Vanderlyn. Dutch Vanderlyn. You see him a little bit.
Which is weird, seeing him all fancy. I'm used to seeing him in pajamas going crazy. He's in like the long footy picture.
And he's
just living in the woods.
He looks a lot younger too.
Yeah.
Like, man, the years were not kind to Dutch Vanderlyn.
It's the life of an outlaw.
Yeah. Of course, I guess the years weren't very kind to good old John Marston either.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, you get to see a lot more of these characters. You get to see how the cutscenes will probably look.
Yeah.
I think every scene in there where it had the characters were cutscenes.
Yeah. Or most of them.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it was like cinematic views because you know how you can change the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But going on that third trailer that you were talking about, I like how they're talking about how they met.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a quote I got. Hold on. And you see them, there's this quote they make, and it says, I don't know who really says it, but I'm assuming they might be saying it to you, or like out loud to the gang.
Yeah.
Because they might have fucked up. And it was, we are the sons of Dutch, and that makes us brothers. And brothers make mistakes sometimes. So I'm like...
This is the one with the fire, right? The fire
No, this is...
trailer?
No, this is the third.
Is that the one with the fire? Which one's the one with the fire?
They all have fire, Jordan.
No, the one where he's talking about fire.
Oh, yeah, that's the one where he's talking about fire.
Yeah, you gotta look.
I'm like, they all have fire, Jordan.
You gotta build... It's all like... What did he say? Gotta build yourself a fire. Or something like that. Into like in the knowledge of fire. So, yeah, I like that line too.
You're like, I like it.
I like that line.
And that's the one. That's what caught my eye in that quote. And from those, what did you guys think of the gameplay trailers?
Well, wait. Going back to that first trailer.
Sorry.
That last trailer we were on. I was talking about it, thinking it was the other trailer, but them talking around that campfire, that guy just like sharing a story.
Yeah.
Also kind of reminds me of like Mass Effect. I always go back to Mass Effect because I love that game. But I know
there's so many things. Right?
There may be a little bit. There may be like people that just skipped all this, but me, when I played it just the first time, I went and like talked to everybody. I would like go and do like a mission, no matter how big or small the mission was. I'd go and do the mission, and then when I came back to the ship, I would go around and talk to everybody. Most of the time, they didn't have anything to say. Yeah. It was just like, oh yeah, da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay, well that's the line you say when you're out of dialogue, right? But I'd go around every time because I didn't want to miss anything.
And Jordan just described to us how you play an RPG.
No. Well, what I'm saying is,
sorry, Jordan.
you can skip all that. You can just go in and just do the missions. All these little things where you talk to people.
Yeah, the interactions.
The interactions when you're talking to people. They're just telling stories of their lives. They're just.
I don't think a lot of people go in just trying to mainline these games though.
Well, no,
but I don't know about that. That's a different.
So what I'm saying is, it doesn't lead. A lot of these conversations sometimes don't even lead to like side missions or anything
they're
like that.
They're just there.
They're just there for extra story for you to learn more about these characters, and that's something I like. And when I saw that old timer just like talking around the fire about this story from, what did he said, 78 and about. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting to me, because I'd be the kind of game player that would sit around the fire just to listen to this guy talk about the good old days.
I did that in Dragon Quest.
Yeah, like Dragon Quest 2, like BioWare games like that. And I like games that have that, because you say
I
art.
told the elf to put my initials on her crotch in Dragon Quest.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like one of those tall blue people, but as a chick, because the elf only likes chicks.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, yeah, you my type.
Yeah, and you say that's like something that happens in RPGs a lot, but I don't see it. I see it less often than I do more often. Of those moments where you're basically just sitting and having a conversation.
I get what you mean.
That isn't going to like directly lead to a mission. Like maybe like talking to them will build up trust, and then they'll be like, "Oh, let's go do this mission." But like that conversation,
in between,
like.
But then, with Rockstar, you never know how much you're gonna get, because it's like, I think back even to like Grand Theft Auto, going back to that. When you fail a mission in Grand Theft Auto, usually most of the time when you come back, they're having completely different conversations.
Yeah.
Like, so I wonder how deep they go. Especially since there was a mention that in the credits there's over 3,000 people mentioned. So that's a lot of people to make one game. I wonder how many of those are voice actors.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many different lines they had to record.
Yeah.
How many times they say, yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, well, that's like another thing that made that trailer made me
like attractive too. Yeah, I can get that, especially since they've been talking about it, and that's like a main mechanic.
Yeah, like a main mechanic, like just
having your base and talking to the people and
talking to the rest of the gang, and
and they'll judge you, and they'll be like needy and be like, "Go get us some deer," and you'll be, get your own goddamn deer.
Yeah, and like,
then we'll all be skinny and starving and malnourished.
I found it funny where it was like, oh yeah, the main story campaign is 60 plus hours, and and I'm just like,
it used to be 65.
Yeah, it used to be.
They cut out the second romance, and now it's only 60.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'll probably spend 60 hours alone doing all the little shit. Like,
yeah, and then you do the story, do the little shit, and then you think you're out, and then they got Red Dead Online waiting.
Well, yeah.
Because that's coming like probably mid-November, in my guess.
Yeah, I can see myself though, just like spending like a whole day playing the game, just taking care of my camp. Not even worrying about like the story missions or even the side missions. Just like going and hunting a deer and bringing it back to like.
And then rub it in John's face. I'm gonna be a dick to John.
Why?
Because I'm gonna make that boy want to kill us all.
Okay. That makes sense.
Or how about us? Going back to my theory, how badass is Arthur's the first one that gets killed by John?
That's the end.
That's the end.
That'd be cool.
No, because my original theory was that Arthur just dies and you take over as John and you keep playing. And you're still part of the gang and everything. But this way, it's like you kill Arthur and the gang's gone and you just explore as John, trying to get the trail. Oh, I'm so excited for this fucking game. Just sitting there.
Anyway, did you want to go into the next trailer?
Oh, yeah, it's the gameplay trailers. What did you guys think of those? The first one. What did they really show in the first one?
They showed...
all the wildlife, pretty much.
Yeah, they showed a lot of wildlife. They showed like some of the heists you can do.
Yeah, okay.
But
like,
they
why does
didn't
it
really
always
go
have to be
into a lot of
trains?
detail. They're all like, oh,
There's gonna be more.
they're like character interaction. It was a lot of focus on that, like going to people
And
like,
talking to them, being
yeah,
like,
talking to
oh,
'em.
like greeting them or being a dick to them or just.
And these are
threatening
just
'em.
like NPCs that would just
Living,
be, just out there.
in the world.
And it's funny because the first Red Dead actually kind of touched on this very brief, not briefly, but they kind of dabbled in this in the first game, where when you're just like flying by on your horse, they would have that blue dot on the map, like, oh, this
And
is
it's
an
like a
interest,
little
and
thing.
it's like, oh, this woman is like getting beat up by this guy, go save her, or
My favorite was when they were
this-
getting chased by like a cougar.
yeah, or getting chased by a cougar, or
Well,
it's
by-
all these like little tiny things that you can just keep on riding by and just ignore, or you can go and try and help them, or go and interfere, or anything. And this is just that with more,
Like times 10, man.
yeah, times 10, really. When they see like a dead carcass on your horse, they're gonna be like, okay, this guy's kind of I'm gonna stay away from him, or and if you like you use your gun to intimidate, and you're just like, hey, you better watch it when you when you look at me, or I'm probably gonna shoot you right here, and then maybe they just like stop, they freeze, maybe they freaking run away from you.
My favorite example of this was one of the guys from IGN talking about how he tormented like a little kid that was fishing on the side of the river. He just went up to him like, hey kid, what you doing? You fishing? You ain't gonna catch shit. You're not even doing it right. To the point where like this kid just grabbed this stuff and he's like, alright man, you leave me alone. I wonder if he goes to tell his dad and he's like, oh, you mean to my kid.
Right,
And he tries to punch you or something.
That'd be so cool. Just like that little interaction grew into something bigger, where that kid went back and got his dad, and then came back, and then dad found you, and he's all like, "Hey, you messing around?"
And I think you can do that with your gang mates too, right? Like everyone in the gang in single player.
I can see it being something like that with them, seeing as they're more. They're closer to main characters than just those side characters walking within the world.
Be a lot more personal.
Mm-hmm. But
And then another little thing that I like from this one is in the original Red Dead, you don't ever have to fucking put that revolver away. Like John's hand can be up that whole fucking game.
yeah,
Nobody reacts to it. But here, as soon as someone sees a gun out,
yeah,
they pull a gun out. They're like, something's happening here. Why is that gun out?
yeah.
It's not even like in Skyrim. It's like another level because it's like in Skyrim, like you literally walk up to the guard right before you kill him. He's like, makes a god nervous when you walk around with your weapon drawn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's 'cause I'm gonna kill you.
And it was kind of like that in the first Red Dead. Like if you like drew your weapon, they'd be like, "Watch it with those guns," and then that'd be it. Though they wouldn't like come after you or anything.
No,
Not really,
they wouldn't really react.
unless you started firing it.
Like they wouldn't question you or anything. And in this one, it's like I've seen them; they can question you.
Yeah, and then they really get in your face about it. Kind of feels like Unforgiven. You can't bring guns into this area.
Yeah. So, and then that second gameplay trailer. Oh, what you got? What you got, girl?
I can't wait to talk about the third one. So
they also in this trailer talked about the realism of the guns.
Oh yeah.
And how
they get the clog and get deteriorated.
Yeah. And also they got really good realistic recoil and reload.
That's something I want to see in action. Like,
yeah,
how do you clean them? They talk about all this talk about cleaning them, but I want to see how interactive of a process
if
that
it would
is.
just be like a cutscene, or if it would be like a mini game.
Like how cool is it if it goes into the point where it's like you're online and you have like the number one sniper you can get online, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're a lazy motherfucker. But the only way you can fix it is taking a little pipe cleaner, cleaning your rifle. But you don't want to do that, so it's pointless to have the best sniper rifle.
Yeah.
I would love that level of simulation.
Yeah, me too.
Just like having to actually learn how to clean a gun through a game sounds crazy.
And I mean, you should, because like in real life, if you don't clean your weapon,
Yeah.
it'll
misfire.
It'll jam.
It'll jam. Yeah.
Yeah, and it fuck you up if you're in a real tough situation.
If you take care of your weapon takes care of you.
I like when they showed the fact that you can take a bath or not. Or you could cut your hair.
Yeah, that's just next trailer.
Shave. Yeah, that's why I said the third one.
Oh shit. No, because the next one's the launch one. We're
on the gameplay trailer 1.
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm lost. You repeat what you said, Jose, when we get to the other trailer.
Okay.
I mean, I think I'm done anyway with it. Because I don't know. Did they talk about horse bond in the first one?
No, that's the one with the bathing too.
That was one with the bathing too. Yeah, we could just go into that one then.
Let's go.
So what they first showed was what Jordan was going to talk about was the horse bonding.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I'm into too.
Yeah.
Like, especially since, like, if your horse dies, it dies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that carries on to online. Because it's like, I can imagine a level of griefing and trolls that will just shoot your horse down.
In the eyes, right between the eyes.
So I wonder, I would. That was my favorite thing to do on Red Dead Online. Like, I would shoot your horse, and as soon as you rolled, I would wait, and then I'd just shoot you. And then you'd respawn, and I'd do it again.
Yeah.
On my zebra donkey.
I don't know how they would do it online.
Yeah, have you, thought about this? Like, they can't do it like that.
Yeah, because your horse would die all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could see it be like a grief.
Like, it'll be interesting to see how they do
trolls.
that. Everyone's worried about trolls on Fallout. They ain't thinking about how horses gonna respawn on Red Dead Online.
And they've gone out to say on Fallout too, like, trolling's gonna be pretty hard in Fallout. Like, you both have to agree to the fight.
Yeah.
And if
it's kind of like a Borderlands duel situation. They can keep smacking you.
Yeah.
But you just go away. Or you could smack them back and start a duel.
And then they also showed a little bit more hunting in this one.
Yeah.
Where when you shoot them and they're wounded, you can track them down still.
Yeah. And I think I saw that. Well, I didn't see. It wasn't in the trailer. But I've heard from the people that actually, you know how everyone got 5 hours on it and they talk about it? When you actually skin the animal, you can see where your bullets came out and where they went through. You can see the path of the bullet. Which I'm like, that's a pretty cool little, nifty little detail. Yeah, and
I've heard it's really gross when you skin it.
Yeah. That's how life is.
Yeah. And I was like, it reminds me of, the first game, the skinning effect.
It was just like,
yeah.
And then blood squirting at John.
Or
and
Far
then he's
Cry.
Like, oh. Yeah. It was Far Cry-ish, yeah.
Yeah, well, in Far Cry, when I was playing Far Cry 3, when you skin animals and that, it's just similar. It's like, yeah. Making some gross sounds, guys.
Primal.
Nerd talk plus disgusting sounds.
We don't have the money for sound effects, so we make our own.
We are our own soundboard. We're gonna get sued, you guys.
Hey, that's not the actual thing. That's us doing the sound effects. We can't get sued for
just
that.
So, anything else that caught your eye during the second?
So another thing, going to the story, how it's the story is kind of blending with the action. One scene where we saw this was you shot one actually it looked like a cut scene when you were getting in that fist fight at the very beginning of the trailer. You're getting in that fist fight and then you kind of punch him and then he goes off and then you roll onto the thing and then it's just you
going.
walking.
It's seamless.
Yeah, seamless. Or same when you shoot that guy. So that's the gameplay though. You shoot that guy and then you shoot the guy on top of your friend. It looks like hitting him, and all of a sudden your friend looks up. Cutscene.
It's like John. No, not John.
John.
Arthur.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And he looks up. He's all like, "Oh, you saved my butt," and all of it looks completely seamless.
It's like a movie.
Yeah, it's like a movie, and that to me is incredible because they kind of done that in GTA 5 where you kind of like walk into the cutscene, but that's as far as they went really.
Yeah.
This it's like you go back and forth all over the place.
Yeah.
From cutscene to, and I like games like that because whenever you think of cutscenes, sometimes they look way better than the game.
Most of the time.
But that's not the case here. It looks just as good, and you're blending so much so that they're showing you like it doesn't cut away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. That's very cool. I like that too.
And they also talked about, they went more into detail into the heists here. They talked about how there'll be a large scale heist, probably talking about like banks and then trains. Yeah, train heist.
I like the line where he's like, "Why is it always got to be trains?" Sounds very Indiana Jones-ish.
Why's it always gotta be snakes?
And seeing the heists in like GTA 5 that they had in like the story, where I feel like it'll be something like that where you have to like plan it out beforehand. Like, okay, here's the plan. We're gonna do this train heist just like they did in Breaking Bad.
We're gonna pump all the meth making ingredients.
We're gonna get all the methylamine.
Oh, you should just look at that meth making ingredient. Now I can look it up. Well, I guess I can
they
look
say
it up.
it in the show. Like they say methylamine.
Methylamine.
People don't know what methylamine is.
If I wasn't gonna call this the Red Dot episode, I'd call this "We're gonna get sued."
If they,
Just call it that.
Don't call it that. Then they'll know what episode to look at.
Don't sue us, please.
That's the name of the next episode.
Right. The next episode. So that'll throw them off. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, the train heists look like they'll be fun, and I kind of hope it's similar to like GTA because I like that where you had to go and plan it out and go and, like stake it out, and before you actually went and did it, you had to go get the equipment and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's got to steal the
horse.
car.
Go get the guns from over here.
And
the suits.
You know, watching that, it kind of makes me see what the story might be. You know, is them running from town to town,
robbing them.
Yeah, robbing them, and getting chased by the law when they do so. Like they're getting run out of this town because now the law is after them there, and now they got to move the whole crew to the next place. And I think that's an interesting thing because I'm pretty sure you can always just go back by yourself, but your crew is always going to be in that other location,
place, yeah.
And it's kind of moving around all the time.
Yeah. So you guys want to move on to the last and final trailer?
Is that the one with the
or do you have any more?
No,
Or is
we're
that
on
the
the
second
one
one?
with the bathing.
Alright, I like the bathing part where it's like, oh, you can bathe, clean yourself, shave yourself, as Javier said earlier. That's pretty cool.
Well, and not only that,
People
if you
react
don't,
to
people will react to you different based on
You'll
how you look.
smell, you'll
So
feel
if-
dirty.
Yeah, if you're all covered in mud, then people won't want to be near you. They'll walk away from you.
Same with the horse. Like, you got clean your horse, pet your horse, take care of your horse. Like we didn't say.
Two stinky boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rome in the West.
And they also touched on you'll also be chased by bounty hunters if you
If you bad.
Yeah, if you're bad.
And they'll investigate people you kill. Try to find you.
Also, you can start shit just with anyone.
Yes.
Yeah, because I saw that when you said with investigating, I think it was a scene where
Sirens on our side, don't freak out.
they
They might be listening to this while they drive.
What was it saying? Oh, yeah, you see the officials investigating a crime, and it's not. I'm not sure if you committed. I can't remember, but it probably will happen to crimes you commit as well. You know, oh crap, this you killed this guy. Then the feds come or the sheriff comes, and he's all like, "Who did this?" and track you down.
We're gonna get sued.
That's just another way of those NPCs that normally say one or two lines to you, being more in depth and
doing a lot more than they usually do.
Yeah, and surprising you really. And they also talked about Deadeye in this.
How more natural it is to use.
Yeah, and they've upgraded it some more.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
Last time I played Red Dead a couple months ago, and I played through the story, I only used Deadeye for like that one mission where you have to fucking help Wes Dickens.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I always call Charles Dickens. I don't know why. I'm like, you're not Charles Dickens. You're Wes Dickens. Different dudes.
Yeah.
It's the D, man.
Yeah, it's the D.
Yeah. If I'm being honest too,
It's like I never really used the Deadeye.
Mm-hmm. I didn't really use it that much either, until I played Undead Nightmare.
Yeah.
I didn't even use it on Undead Nightmare.
I had to use it all the time because those freaking ones that running at you all the time. I'm like, I have to slow down to shoot them because I can't get ahead.
Those can be easier with the Deadeye.
Because like you got those big guys charging at you, and I'm just like, crap! I'm trying to shoot, and I'm terrible with.
I think I just have this gene where I know the perfect spot to just cheese things. So it's like I usually find a good spot where they can't get me.
But to me, Deadeye always kind of felt like cheating. And same with like VATS and like Fallout.
No, I like VATS. VATS gives you a percentage.
Yeah, well, and
VATS is basically like XCOM when you take your shot.
Yeah.
Except you're not gonna miss a 99% chance shot. XCOM, you might.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's. That's not why I didn't use it. If I'm being honest, I forget it was there. But when I was using it in Undead Nightmare, I was like, oh man, this is really useful. Like, you can take down these guys all the time. Like, and I'm thinking, man, if I had used this more in like the original Red Dead story, I'd have gotten through it like so much quicker.
Yeah, basically. I think another one of the few places I actually used Deadeye is when you save Bonnie on the mission where you save Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used it.
But I mean, it's there for people that want to use it still.
But other than that, hopefully the aim. I think aiming gotten like even on GTA Online. I don't know if it's my controls or what. I usually don't mess with the controls. They're set to default.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's inverted, I switch it back to not inverted.
Yeah.
But it almost feels like natural to just like kind of click it and it snaps on most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Or like kind of turns to where you gotta aim and then you just pull up and you get a headshot.
Yeah, Red Dead 1 kind of like a auto aim to it.
Oh yeah, you could definitely. I remember an achievement specifically being tied to getting a headshot in advanced aiming, which wasn't that hard really. Just kind of
an achievement. Is that a secret achievement?
I think so.
Okay, because I don't remember seeing that.
I did.
Well, of course, you have the freaking guide.
I love my guide.
But like I said, it's there if people want to use it. It's also there if you don't want to use it. Yeah. And they've also upgraded it to where it'll like show like that
little bloodline where it's like more, the vital points.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool looking.
Well, I think it shows that they want to make a world where it matters what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe there's a way where you could, like, pacify someone. Maybe you shoot them with a shooting arm. And then you, like, can talk to them and be like, hey, calm your shit or I'm going to kill you. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instead of, like, maybe knowing if you want to kill them, you can just go for the ride.
Yeah. Another thing they talked about in this trailer, we're still on that freaking gameplay trailer number 2.
Yeah.
Was first person mode, like different camera modes. We can just go into different.
And then it's like being specially like set to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't matter if you're in first or third. Like everything's made. It has its own animations and everything.
Yeah. It still looks gorgeous.
Not the same, but
I'm gonna play it in first person mode.
You're gonna play it entirely in first person?
I was already planning on doing 3 runs. I want to do like a run my way, maybe hopping in between first and third.
Yeah.
And then I want to do one just white hat, and I want to do one where I'm just Black Hat. Because even though I already know my normal play style is being an asshole, till it's like I don't want to really be an asshole to you for no reason. All right, you're fine.
Yeah.
But I want to be one where I'm like I'm just Renegade Shepherd and I'm punching all the
Fuck you
reporters in the
guys.
face. But my fist is a revolver, and it shoots you.
And
My gun go pew pew.
so
Could have been you.
for the next thing I wrote down, makes me want to bring up Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, when I was really into Assassin's Creed Origins, like playing the crap out of it, one thing that I absolutely loved and used all the time was the camera mode. You know,
Not the photo mode?
yeah, the photo mode, yeah, and yeah, I got super creative. I think I tried to post some on Facebook, some of my shots on Facebook. I could maybe send some to you if you wanted to put it on Instagram or repost it. But yeah, I would get like really creative with it and try and make them look as interesting as I could. Some of them don't even look like they came out of the game.
Huh?
Now, the reason I bring this up is because they also have these cinematic cameras.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I can see myself, you know, doing these cinematic cameras. If I have to, like, travel a long distance, there was a lot of times in Red Dead if I had to go from, like, I don't know, somewhere in Mexico to, like, I don't know, like, freaking Armadillo or something. I
I like going to the Armadillo.
I would-
Fried ice cream.
I would just take my horse there. I wouldn't fast travel just because a lot of times I like doing that journey.
Yeah, you don't know what you're going to bump into.
Well, it's not only that. I liked riding the horse. I liked doing that. I liked seeing the scenery. I liked it. It made me feel like
hey, Tree, I see you.
Like, what I can compare to that is in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You can just kind of set the controller down or just look around and your horse just kind of walks and you can like... The game looks very nice, so it kind of looks all cinematic. So you can just enjoy the view. Or like in GTA 5, when you're driving, you can change the camera.
Yeah.
Where it's up in the air. But this one looks like it's actually like...
it makes it look like
Yeah.
it's a movie.
Yeah, that's going to be
And-
really exciting too.
And for the most part, when it's doing that, when you're like traveling from one location to another,
Yeah.
it's so cool that you can just set the controller down and act like you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
And that could be something good if you want to like record it, or you know, and then like
Want to get up for a snack or something?
not just that, like if you want to do like some let's plays or something, and you want to make it look more cinematic, and you know, instead of it being like this boring thing of you like
Just cutting across the map. Yeah, I get what
Yeah.
you're saying. So, what else did they provide for us gameplay too? 'Cause-
We said the train heist.
Yeah.
Those
yeah,
are
I think
cool.
we covered everything. That's all I have for it.
So let's move on to our final trailer,
Yeah.
the launch trailer.
And this launch trailer, that's where they kind of gave you a lot more of the story.
I don't even think it's a lot more. It's
Well,
like-
I mean, it's a lot more than any of the other trailers give you.
yeah.
Like the other trailers, they focus more on like, okay, here are the characters, and this
Here's
is
the
how
people,
they act,
yeah.
and here's how you play the game.
So,
you know?
what caught my attention was there's two things that caught my attention. It's Dutch. From what I got from most of the trailers, he's always talking about one more big score.
Yeah.
So, I'm
Yeah.
guessing that's part of the attitude that leads to his gang falling apart.
Yeah.
And then you also, I thought it was John, but looking back at the trailer, it didn't look like John. So I don't know who said this, but you have a scene with someone asking about loyalty, like I don't know.
I think I did. I think I saw John in that trailer though.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did see John. You
well, I
saw
know
him
you
with the
see
first
John.
cars.
I know you.
No. That was earlier.
Oh.
But John is. We're talking about the very last trailer.
Okay, I thought that was the last one. I've only seen him once.
But no, yeah, I do believe John's in that trailer though.
Yeah.
So it could have been him saying it. I'll have to watch it again.
That's what caught my attention.
And what caught my attention was, like I said, this is where you hear a lot more of what's probably going to happen in the story. And I said it earlier before.
You said it twice.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying.
Say it once more.
I've said this earlier.
There you go. You said it
I'm
again.
about to say is you're pulling heists to survive.
Yeah.
It feels like he's saying the reason he's saying okay we have to do this last score is because okay we did it and then we got
Can't you just hunt everything though? Like you're already hunting everything. Just go sell pelts.
Well,
why can't we be fur traders? Why we gotta kill people?
He's like we gotta get this last score so we can live easy.
I want to be fur traders.
And then that's it, you know. But then they get run out of town, and then now they have to go and do it again. And I feel like it's going to be something similar.
It's like going to be a repeating pattern until someone breaks.
Yeah.
Until someone cracks.
And it gets harder every time.
Yeah.
And
because it's more and more people, the world gets smaller when everybody hates you.
Yeah.
No one's looking to gun you down, per se.
And I'm pretty sure that Arthur at the very beginning is going to be, you know... I feel like Arthur's going to be the first one to really say, I've had enough.
Yeah.
And it might be...
That's why I thought it was John, because I was like, but I don't think they would give that away in the trailer like this.
Because it gives me the feeling that Arthur gets tired of doing this over and over again, becoming, you know...
Yeah, because he's the right-hand man.
More of, you know, an outcast.
Yeah.
And I think if we're going by your theory, maybe it's John is the one.
Like saying it, and he's like, like trying to lure him to leave the gang or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, my theory would be is that John is told by Dutch to kill Arthur, and then he does, and then
yeah, because I think the actual quote is "What about loyalty?" and someone replies, "You just do what you're told." Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. We're gonna find out soon.
Yeah. Well, it's like so. We'll just go back to this video or podcast, whatever you're watching it as, and be like, "Oh yeah, we guessed it right," or "Oh, we were so off," you know?
Yeah.
and so yeah, I can feel that like Dutch gets John to kill Arthur because he's feeling him starting to slip away, and he's all like, the only way you're leaving this gang, sir, is in a body bag. I'll tell you that right now.
Or tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. God damn it.
We're gonna get sued.
Arthur. I couldn't do a Bobby yell, but for Arthur instead.
And then that, you know, the act of killing Arthur, I feel might be the thing that puts John over the edge to make it to where he's done with it as well.
Maybe,
yeah.
Maybe. So that was all the trailers.
Yeah, that was all the trailers.
That was a lot to intake. I got a couple more things. We're at an hour.
Do it.
To be all fair, you guys, we're almost close to midnight.
Midnight.
Well, it is midnight, but it's almost like 12:30.
It's midnight and 14
so I don't want to keep
minutes.
everyone here super long.
Sure.
But let me freestyle right now. I want to talk about the additions because I'm gonna, this is gonna be out at least like the day before, so everyone can know what they're getting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pre-order, everybody that pre-orders gets a Warhorse and a survival kit. Warhorse, if you don't remember, was like the best horse from the original.
Mm-hmm.
It was also a pre-order bonus. Now, if you digitally pre-order, you also get a treasure map in-game and a bonus cash for the story. So then there's the standard edition, just the base game. And there's a special edition, which includes a bank robbery mission and a gang hideout. The Dapple Horse Thoroughbred, the Nuevo Paraiso saddle, a talisman, and gameplay bonuses.
Now, was there any way to get this after? Or is it just pre-order stuff?
Well, that's a special edition. That's stuff that comes with the special edition.
It might be something that you can get that you could
eventually,
pay for,
like maybe like $10, $15.
DLC stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, there's the Ultimate, which
Smash?
the what?
Smash Bros. Ultimate?
No,
Oh.
I wish. The Ultimate Edition comes with everything that we talked about, and it also includes like 3 extra outfits, Black Chestnut Horse. You get free access to the Survivor Camp theme in online, and you get additional access to weapons online and offline, and you get a rank bonus to your online. So whoever gets the Ultimate Edition, Jordan, me,
Yeah.
we're gonna be ranked 25 online when it launches.
Oh, dope.
What?
So that should be fun.
Yeah.
And
that's not why I got it. I got it because it's Red Dead, and
Yeah.
you get the best one.
And then so this is then there's one more, but it's just the collector's box, and it doesn't include the game. It's an extra $100, and it comes with some cigarette cards, a puzzle, some pins. I think it's the actual like manual you use to order your weapons and stuff from the game. A deck of cards, the medallion, a handkerchief, the actual metal tithing box, and another map. And I look forward to that because buying the GTA 5 Collector's Map Edition, there was a lot of little Easter eggs, so I'm hoping to put little Easter eggs in this collector's box that link up to the actual game.
Did you get this collector's box?
Yes.
Yes.
You got everything, man.
Okay. Yeah. Well then, yeah, and he'll probably do like an unboxing and post like pictures.
Yeah,
on
I'll probably try.
Definitely. Now we got a YouTube.
And then another thing I wanted to talk about that recently got announced was the Red Dead companion app for iOS and Android. It drops the same day as the game.
Okay.
And they suggested that you should use this if you want to completely have no HUD on your game. You can take all the HUD elements off the game.
Nice.
And this app gives you all the statistics in real time. So your health, your bullets, your inventory, all that you could see right through the app. You could drop markers. You could do whatever you want. And it's all in real time working with the game. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
One thing we didn't mention is that the map is bigger than GTA 5.
Nice.
Another thing I want to mention is that the GTA 5 quests to get the 2 special weapons in Red Dead are still alive. So you get one by doing bounty hunter missions.
Do you know when that stops being available?
I do not know, actually.
Okay. Well, get it as soon as possible then.
Yeah.
And you're hearing this.
So you get the
Yeah.
bounty hunting missions, get you the stone hatchet, and then you have to kill 25 people with it in order to unlock it in Red Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And you get like a $250,000.
Just any people or?
Yeah, any people, NPCs, players, whatever.
Okay.
And then to get the revolver, you have to do a treasure hunt. So basically, you get like an email on your little phone in GTA 5 Online, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a picture and like a huge circle, and it's like a picture of a site, like a special view, and you have to look for it. So the one I got was like easy because I got the pier, and you could tell it was the pier and a certain distance from the lighthouse and stuff. So I went and got the first clue, and then you got to go through these other clues. And then eventually you find the revolver, and then you have to get 50 headshots with it.
Okay. And again, it doesn't have to be other players. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last thing I want to mention is the testicle physics. No.
That
was a cool transition.
Yeah.
Is the file size of the game. So if you're going to be playing this on PS4, it's going to be 99 gigabytes.
Okay.
And if you're downloading this on PS4 and it's digital, you have to have 99 gigabytes plus an extra 50.
Whoa.
And Xbox One across the board is 107 gigabytes.
Just disc
Disc or
Yeah, disc is 107 and
or digital.
digital's 107.
That's weird. Okay.
It's big. It's a big game. It comes in 2 discs. That's another cool fact.
Yeah.
First game this gen comes out in 2 discs. Unless I got it wrong, you let me know.
So I was wondering about that because the thing I read saying it was rumored to come on 2 discs.
No, they showed pictures.
Okay.
Like the Japan Twitter link
Yeah.
leaked the pictures.
From the the story I read saying we're not sure.
Yeah, let's check so we don't misinform everyone. I'm pretty sure they already confirmed it's 2 disc.
Well, what I'm saying is if it was confirmed that was the actual game, or if somebody was just, like, saying some shit.
See? It comes in 2 discs, but one is a data disc and the other one's a play disc.
Okay,
so you have to install one disc and use the other one to play.
Okay.
That way you don't have to switch Metal Gear style.
Yeah.
Snake, it's time to switch the disc!
Mass Effect 2 style.
Or Lost Odyssey style.
Basically. I wonder if Lost Odyssey makes you switch the disc. Because like since it's backwards compatible, you have to install the whole game. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if it makes you switch the disc once you get to the point. I should play through that again and find out.
I remember playing games on the GameCube, and games came in 2 discs. Resident Evil 4. Most of the Resident Evil games were in 2 discs.
Enter the Matrix.
That was pretty fun, yeah.
2 discs.
Yeah, and
Far Cry, 5 disc.
On?
PC.
Oh.
And L.A. Noire, another Rockstar game, was a 2 disc.
But other than this, do you guys have anything else to add? You guys want to button it up? Cut it loose?
Is there anything you guys are worried about with the game?
Nah, I have faith in Rockstar.
Yeah. Testicle graphics. Okay.
Okay.
That wasn't smooth. Forget it.
Yeah, I mean, and it sounds like,
I'm just excited to get the game.
Yeah, me too.
I just want to...
Because it sounds like there's a bunch of stuff to do. So I'm playing Spider-Man. I'm playing through Spider-Man at the moment.
Yes.
And it's a big... it feels very empty to me.
Very empty. It's it's almost as if they knew you were going to be flying by, sipping as a Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have time to look at the NPCs or the box people.
Yeah, or even the buildings. That's one thing we didn't talk about with Red Dead. Mm-hmm. Most of the houses and buildings are things you can walk in.
Yeah, I remember it saying that you can fucking rob a house, rob a bank.
Yeah,
you can earn money.
Badass.
Doing other stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hunting animals.
And they said most of the houses can be
looted.
Well, walked into.
Robbed.
But you gotta think, when you compare Red Dead to a GTA, how many houses are in I know the world's bigger, but how many houses were really there in the frontier compared to a GTA? Are you gonna make every apartment door openable and robbable?
So this is Rockstar. GTA 6 will have that.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
Jordan, do you want to make a pizza bet?
Pizza bet?
Yeah.
I'll make a pizza bet.
Alright, pizza bet. 50 years from now, when GTA 6 gets announced, all the apartment doors will open.
Yep. Every room you can go in. Well, at least every building. We'll say every building.
So you guys think? What else we got? Because I'm pretty good. I'm excited, but I'm also really worn down right now.
Yeah, and it's funny because they
Rockstar
does this thing where they know how to hype their games.
So just so you know how hyped I am for this game, every day I message our own private chat and I count down the days.
Yeah.
And then I go into Discord and I count down the days for the lead gaming crew. And I'm sure I got them annoyed by now.
No, I actually like it because it reminds me of.
I told them I'm like, you're so hyped, and I'm like, when this game comes out, if you get the level of hyped I am, I'm gonna be like, I told you so. This game's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Right, and we're talking about. This will probably be my game of the year.
Yeah,
it's probably.
I don't know how to feel about next year though, because Kingdom Hearts comes out at the beginning. It's gonna be hard for it to stay at top of the game in my next year.
The next game that comes out that I'm trying to play.
Comes out January.
When you walk away.
It'll probably be funny. I'll probably buy that and still be playing Red Dead.
Should I do the outro?
Yeah, sure.
So thank you guys for listening to this very special Red Dead episode.
Yeah, I know we kind of
Talked about a bunch of weird stuff, but we tried to...
Well, I mean, it was mostly just focused on Red Dead. We didn't get
Yeah.
to talk about like a bunch of news or
Yeah, we didn't
stuff.
we didn't do
we're
our
excited to
segments.
see.
Yeah, we didn't really do our segments.
Yeah, so
But we were hyped. I got the boys together. I was like, do you guys want to stay up till almost 1 a.m.
yeah.
on a
No.
weeknight to talk about this game?
Well, I mean, I don't have work tomorrow.
Well,
But
fuck
yeah, I know
you, I
guys
do. Well, yeah, but he works nights. I'm the only one that's fucked here.
Yeah.
That's true.
And with that, send us your messages, nerdtalkplus@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah, if you send us
and
any,
YouTube.
send us any questions,
Yeah, you know,
we'll answer
we'll
them on
reply.
here.
We'll put them on the air.
Yeah.
We'll all give an answer out for you.
Could
Good ones, weird ones.
could be for a good discussion
I'll be here sometimes.
Yeah.
sometimes.
So, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of your week.
And Red Dead it up.
Yeah, Red Dead it up and Red Dead it safely.
Yeah.
Don't overdose on the Red Dead.
Don't Reddit.
I will overdose on the Red Dead.
We should.